Okay, so there's gonna be some music in the background, so sorry if you guys can hear the music, but I'll check after I record this. But this has been quite an interesting day so far, um, interesting week so far. So I've been doing lots of videos all weekend, but I think I'm gonna have to finish the rest real soon because next week, I'm actually. My schedule changed. I'm working Monday through Thursday, so 4 days out of the week, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, which allows me only Friday off. The thing about Friday is, I'm going to try to do some videos on Friday, but I'm supposed to go to LA this coming up weekend. So yeah, I really got to see what's up with that. And the reason why I'm going is because, it's actually my mom's birthday tomorrow, so happy birthday, Mom. And I guess next weekend, her and my uncle were planning to go to LA to see some kind of show. And I said, well, we're supposed to go to Great America today because there was a show going on in Great America, but she didn't want to go because she wanted to go to LA. So I said, I want to go too. And I thought about it, I was like, wait, I can go see the girl that I was describing a few videos ago. So I really want to take the chance because it's been, almost 8 years, and the issue is she works on weekends, and I'm going to be pretty far from where she actually lives. We're going to be in Anaheim, and she lives in Carson, which is actually close to Compton. And I don't know if you guys know the difference between the different places, but they're actually pretty far. And I'm hoping my uncle will allow me to drive the car to get over there to where she lives. I don't know. It's to be honest, it's not a very well thought out plan. It was so last minute and very sudden, and I wouldn't be surprised if we could meet. It'd be very disappointing because I'm right there. I'm like 40 or so minutes away from her rather than being half a day away. But at the same time, I kind of looked at the fact that this next week I am getting paid, and for a Greyhound bus from Oakland, which is like 15 or 20 minutes away from me, to the closest Greyhound station to where she lives, which is Compton. It's like $102 and a couple cents. So I'm like, that doesn't sound very bad at all. It's actually a very nice price. So if I did that, I'd leave Friday at 5 something. The thing is, I don't have a ride to Oakland, and I'd get to Compton at like 6 in the morning or something like that. It's like I said, it's not a very thought out plan because, she's busy, she's working, and we barely actually get in contact with each other at the right times. So it's been really weird. But anyway, enough about that. Then this day has been really interesting because I went to a barbecue in this area called Berkeley Marina, and the place we chose to do the barbecue was right by the shore. It's just by like the bay of just the bay where the water's calm and stuff, and there's a little beachy area sort of. But it's really not meant to go swimming in. It's just meant for fishers to chill and do their thing. But anyway, it was interesting because one of the boaters, I guess the wind picked up and then the boat flipped. It was just interesting. We're all just watching him, hoping nothing bad would happen. And he was fine. He flipped his boat over. So that was interesting. Now, this is probably one of the craziest things that I've done recently. I'm not going to show you the ID, but this is an ID. It's not mine. This is an ID I found while I was going to Target, and I got out of my car, and I saw it on the floor, and I was like, that is a California ID. I picked it up, and I read it, and I was like, alright, crap, the address says San Francisco. I'm not going to go all the way to San Francisco and bring this back to her. Yeah, it was a chick. So I went into Target hoping she'd be in there, and instead of going in there to get what I was going to get, I ended up like browsing throughout the store trying to hunt this girl down and say, hey, this is your ID, you dropped it out there. But I couldn't find her. So when I got home, I posted up 2 status updates on Facebook about someone who lost their ID, Does anyone know so and so? Apparently, someone might. And so at this very moment, I'm waiting for that person to get back to me. Actually, oh no, not yet. So, I'm waiting for their reply. He says it's a friend of his friend, so we'll see how that happens. And I gave him the description on the ID, like the age and the address and the birth date and all that stuff. And he was like, oh yeah, that sounds just like her. Small world, this Facebook. And if it all goes well, and if she does get her ID back, I'll feel really glad about that, because it's something I've never really done. And she's actually cute, so this is why I'm really going this length to try to make sure this girl gets her ID back. I mean, on top of that, she has to go through like this process. She has to pay a fee and all that. I mean, I would want to go through that, so I want to make sure that she doesn't go through that either and get her ID back. And it's not like it expires anytime soon. It still looks new, and like I can still see the gold labeling or the branding, and it doesn't expire until 2012. So obviously, this is still new. But yeah, just want to make sure she gets that back. Aside from that, that's really it. I guess I just really had to share that with you guys. Aside from that, I mean, I met some friends at the barbecue. I mean, half of them were high when I got there, so I really didn't want to associate with that. So I don't know. That was about it, really. But this was the highlight of my boring night. So with that, I'm going to get back to building the model kits and doing all this stuff before tomorrow. It's going to be a huge day tomorrow. Once again, my mom's birthday. And also later on that night is a going away party, or going away dinner for one of my coworkers at Jamba Juice. So with that said, thanks for watching, guys. I always appreciate any of you who do watch this. I always appreciate that you do. Someone who actually wants to take their time to listen to me talk at you. That's, it's appreciated, especially on a boring, lonely night like this. Alright, once again, thanks for watching. I really appreciate it. Peace.